Dean Morning Show on Hometown Country 107.5 WTIF.
Like to play in the mud.
Know it.
What do you do at the YMCA?
Well, I do like memberships and marketing, but I do personal training and teach some classes too.
So you're all over the place.
Yeah.
Yeah. What kind of what's your favorite thing out there that you like to do?
The snack machine.
Not quite where I thought you'd go. You warned me about her, David.
I warned you.
Yeah.
I know.
We got one of them delay buttons on here.
Yeah, no, I need a dump.
Hit it.
It's called the dump button.
I was watching her do the Zumba class last night while I was doing yoga.
Yeah. I'm
It
sure
was-
that was
It
entertaining.
was sort of entertaining.
Yeah.
I know.
What
How
you
many
look like
people
doing
did you
yoga?
have in the Zumba last night?
Well, I didn't teach that one. They had, I think, 79 ladies in there.
Wow.
Yeah. Big class.
You were
It's
in the
popular.
class, weren't you?
No, I didn't take it last night. I had to work last night. But I take it when I can. And I don't mean to brag, but I'm really, really, really good at it.
We have to have a demonstration on camera.
No, just brag.
Like, I kind of look like I'm having a seizure when I do it, but to me, I'm awesome. So.
Don't mean to be braggadocious,
Yeah.
but you know,
Kind of a big deal. I don't know.
you don't know about me yet. You will. My wife's been going out there religiously, and she loves the Zumba. She loves everything.
Yeah.
The butts and guts, all that
yeah.
stuff. She's been having a big time out there.
You need to try that one, butts and guts.
Butts
Man,
and
if
guts.
I wouldn't last between one butt and one gut.
It
You
even-
spend the
it
whole time
sounds
on
scary.
like on your knees. You're doing leg lifts and
Yeah, you do a lot of squats, a lot of lunges,
God.
a lot of stuff that's not fun.
you need to work on your butt, Kyle.
I do. It has gotten a little bit rotund.
Drop it like a squat.
I've noticed some jiggliness lately when you walk down the hall.
Yeah, it's been bad.
You
Yeah.
notice.
Well, we spend all our time sitting in these chairs.
That's it. That's the first thing Penelope said to me. She
I
said,
know.
"That's all y'all do is sit, talk, and eat." Yeah,
You should just move the chairs
And
and
eat some
just
more.
squat the whole time you're on the radio.
that wouldn't be fun.
That,
Well, in yoga
no,
they have
that was a bad idea.
They have
Never
a
mind.
chair position. You can sit here like this. And,
Yeah,
Hover.
yoga.
Practice your breathing.
That would be tough.
I'd need to take yoga. I've never taken yoga.
Really?
No, it's just a bunch of animals like crouching tiger, hidden dragon, right?
Warrior
Yeah.
pose.
Warrior pose, tree,
Well,
tree.
when I walked out there last night, I had a good sweat going. So it does work.
I'd be interested to try to take
Just
that.
makes you feel good, you know. You do all this weight lifting, and it makes you all tight and
Stretch out.
see your back's all curved wrong and everything. You know.
It's because I'm trying to get up here to the microphone.
Yeah,
You go in
that's
there,
the way
you
I
go in there and do that yoga.
look how I'm like bent over.
I was unaware that I was gonna be on camera, so I'm trying to be like all proper and stuff.
Well, we're glad to have you with us. It
Yeah, there's
is
some things I didn't tell you.
Yeah.
My bad.
Surprise.
Information withheld. What's going on in the world today? Of course, I guess today is National Signing Day. It is a huge day
That's the
for
big day for all the college teams.
athletics. Georgia right in the mix for several players. High
Yeah,
school.
we got to, a lot of people are upset that we had all these really good players from Georgia, and it looks like we might not get any of them.
Oh gosh,
You know,
no.
the top 5 or 6. They're all going to the Sabinator over in Alabama,
Or to Ole Miss.
and who doesn't have any room for players, so
That's right.
they'll have to take a gray shirt. It's called.
Yeah.
What
Or just will have their opportunity rescinded. He'll say,
well, you know what a
"I'm
gray
sorry,
shirt
we don't have
is.
room for you." Tell us about the gray shirt.
Well, from my understanding, it's they're going into it with the understanding that they will have to take a year off from football, just be a student.
That's right.
No practice, no getting on the field, nothing.
Yeah.
And sit there and wait, and then next year, somebody gets hurt or there's an opening, you might get it.
Or the next 5-star recruit might come in and take your spot.
Yeah.
You're not guaranteed a scholarship the next year either. So,
I mean, I don't understand why any kid that's if they're that good,
mhm.
they're 3 or 4 stars or whatever, and there's just not room for them. I don't know why anybody would do that.
That's right. It'd be like if you were the yoga champion and you came out of high school and they said, "Well, David, you got to take a year off. You can't do yoga at all. We just want you
He
to
would
take
cry.
classes." You would cry, wouldn't
He
you?
would probably cry. It would devastate him if he couldn't do yoga.
All right, I've been to yoga like 4 times in my life, so don't.
4 times this
Okay.
week.
We're never that way.
Okay, you're Lance Armstrong.
yesterday.
Okay, wait, that's not a good comparison. Not Lance Armstrong. You're just a regular Joe Schmo riding a bike, and you're the best around here riding your bike. And then they say you got to
No,
give it up
that's
for a complete year.
That's Hunter Honeycutt.
Oh, yeah, he's pretty good too.
Yeah.
His son's not bad as well. No, it is Hunter.
is the son.
He is the son. Yeah, I was thinking about his dad, but
Lee.
Lee can ride too.
They're all
No, no.
like amazing.
I ride with Lee.
You ride with him.
Yeah.
Hunter's where is
I
that?
ride with Hunter.
There
you
you
only
go.
see Hunter from the backside, and just for a minute.
Yeah, he's gone.
Gone.
He's out front. But you know, we're talking about this National Signing Day thing, and so for you to give up anything, or for me to give up, you know, say I'm one of the best singers in the world, which I'm not, but I like to sing, so I guess the only thing I've got to compare. And they say you can't. We got to hold you can't sing. You got to just wait, and if you're the best, then we'll bring you back the next year. So kind of like American Idol, I guess.
Yeah, I was really surprised that you know, Reuben Foster, who was the guy who signed with Alabama, switched to Auburn, moved to Auburn, got a big Auburn tattoo on his arm, and then switches back to Alabama at the end.
Right. That's a little bit weird. With his Auburn tattoo stretched out on his forearm.
And it's not a small.
No, it's a
Not
big
a small tattoo.
No. It's a big one. So a lot of this this Georgia backlash, I guess, if you will, for lack of a better term, is due to they're saying that now UGA's Todd Grantham, the defensive coordinator, is interviewing for NFL positions. But a lot of those are mum because there's an agreement between the NFL teams and either the coordinator or the program to say, hey, hold it back as long as you can. Don't, you know, openly give out that information that he's interviewing. They say that he's going to be interviewing on Thursday, tomorrow, with the New Orleans Saints for their open positions. So, you know, there's a lot of drawbacks by that, because if a potential recruit sees that and says, well, this guy says he's by me 100%, he wants me to come to Athens, and then he's going to bolt for New Orleans. I mean, why would I go to Georgia?
Well, I think it's obviously having an impact on some of the players. No
Now,
question.
from what I understand, Grantham has, or the Saints are close to hiring former Cowboys defensive coordinator Rob Ryan. You know, the locks of love. You know, he's got the gray locks flowing down to his middle of his back.
Yeah.
Rex Ryan's brother, Buddy Ryan's
It's
son.
time for him to give those up, I think.
Yeah. He's
It's not very attractive.
They say that he's very close to signing with the Saints, and of course that would not, that would be a good thing for the Dogs, because I think Grantham has done a good job, and is now going to be third year at Georgia. So,
but do you think, you know, up until the last few weeks, I've been talking about, you know, him possibly being offered a job with the Eagles, Philadelphia Eagles, but you know, this report that came out late last night about him interviewing with the Saints, does that mean that he either didn't take the job or wasn't offered a job with Philadelphia?
that's what you would think. There is no other. I was looking to see, because that story kind of hit hard, and then it kind of just tapered off a little bit. Didn't hear as much about that Eagles job as you first heard about when it was reported that he was a candidate. It says that he released a statement. He emailed a statement to several members of the UGA beat writers back on January 11th. Basically, it was talking about there's a lot of rumors involving coaching openings. I'm just paraphrasing what he said in his email. Felt it was important to address some of these current and future rumors. I've had discussions with Coach Richt and athletic director Greg McGarity. We're on track to finalizing details on a contract. His family enjoys Athens. I love the passion, the excitement. My desire is to be at UGA for a very long time and go Dogs. So he's saying the right things. I just hope he does the right thing and stays
We've
at
got
Georgia.
one potential 5-star defensive lineman, Montrevious Adams, from up the road here in Vienna. That it says on this report that he's not expected to sign with the Bulldogs now that all this has come out about the defensive coordinator. So, I mean, there's no question it's having an impact, a negative impact, and we're
no
maybe
question.
missing out on some really good players.
Montrevious Adams, you mentioned him. Toby Johnson, another guy that's up around Sandy Creek, somewhere in that area, that are neither expected to play for the Dogs next year.
And they're both,
shame.
defensive linemen, which is probably one of our biggest needs.
Yeah, we need some linemen up there up front. So we'll see how it shakes out. It's going to be interesting to see what
We'll
goes
have a
on.
lot to talk about tomorrow.
We
that's for
certainly
sure.
will. Yes. It is 7:18 on this Wednesday morning.
What about your other favorite football player?
Who's that?
The one that wears the gold helmet out of Notre Dame.
Yeah. I'm glad you mentioned that. Notre Dame.
Who's not gay?
Manti Te'o's impersonator, his girlfriend's impersonator, I guess is the best way to put it. That's just a weird story. Do you know about this story?
You know about this story,
I've heard a little
Penelope?
bit about it.
Oh my gosh.
I've heard a little bit about it.
What's your take on it?
I don't know. It's just weird to me.
Bizarre.
It's all weird.
It is weird. It's like that show, that Catfish show, kind of. Y'all
yes,
seen that show?
I love that
Yeah.
show.
It's addicting.
It is. So
You can't really believe any of it. Doesn't make sense.
The hoaxer, I guess is the best way to put it. Renaya Tuiasosopo.
What?
Yeah,
Say that 5 times really fast.
I can't do
You
it.
practiced that last night.
I practiced it in the mirror 3 times before I went to bed. He came on Dr. Phil's show, and anytime you make an appearance on Dr. Phil, you messed up
Yeah.
somehow or another. Either you messed up in the head or you messed up doing something you shouldn't have done. So he was on there. I think this aired on Friday, but this is the first I've seen it, and it was funny that on the first part and on Thursday, Dr. Phil pressed him to do this voice that he imitated as Linnea Kakua on the telephone. He wanted him to do it right in front of him. He said, I can't do that. I can't. But he agreed to do it in the second half of the show behind a screen. So this is what the people and the folks on Dr. Phil heard this past
Is it
Friday.
like a shadow thing behind the screen?
I don't know.
Hey,
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm just calling to say goodnight, and I love you. I know that you're probably doing homework, or with the boys, or grubbing. What a fatty. But I just want to say I love you, and good night, and I'll be okay tonight. I'll do my best. Yeah, so get your rest, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. I love you so much, hon. Sweet dreams.
So that's Renaya as Lene, and that's just plain weird.
That is weird.
Now, how would
It's
you
really
feel
good.
about if you're the guy on the other end and you've like openly bragged on national news that you have this affair with this girl and you fall asleep talking to her every night and just wake up and just hear the sound of each other breathing on the phone, and
You ever see Ace Ventura:
it
Pet
turns out to be
Detective
this guy.
when he finds out that he's kissed a man and he takes the plunger and he's like plunging his mouth? That would be the way I felt, even though there was no physical contact between the two.
Yeah, but he didn't kiss this girl
He
one
didn't
time.
take the plunger to his ear. Yeah, it's just plain weird. Let's see if they say anything else on here.
Hi, I'm just letting you know I got here,
More
and I'm
or
getting
not?
ready for my first session, and I just want to call you and keep you posted. I miss you. I love you. Bye.
So in the meantime, Dr. Phil's back there behind the screen,
Laughing.
Laughing, yeah.
probably laughing. Like, what in the world? Then there's this other guy. Like, I don't know if they're like taking voice samples to compare to the voicemails that have been leaked to see if it's really him. But it is very interesting to see the guy impersonate this female. Basically, I mean, it's just sick.
Now if they could get Manti Te'o to come on there and pretend to do his part and do a reenactment.
Yeah, I'm laying on the pillow. I love you so much. But yeah, there's going to be more, I think, that comes out. Well, I hope not. For everybody involved. I know Manti is trying to get ready for the draft. It seems now. I railed on him pretty hard. I thought that it was. I thought he was in on it. I'll be honest. And David, I think you still believe he is somewhat in on it.
Yeah, I think he is.
But there's no proof.
Well, I
and
mean-
Renaya has gone to bat for him and said he wasn't involved.
It's
But
like the old saying,
He
follow
wasn't
the.
involved.
promise.
It's like the old follow the money saying. He, directly benefited. He's got a whole room full of trophies with his name on them that
Yep.
he really probably would not have earned. Just based on his play on the field.
Yeah.
But when you throw that story in there about the grandmother and the girlfriend dying in the same week, and he definitely played it up.
Yes, he did.
played it up. So
3821075 is our number. We've got local Tifton news coming up among our headlines for today. An Osceola shooting, right, David? Also, is that what it was? An Osceola shooting. Sylvester update. Also, a political race that was decided last night that maybe some of you didn't know about. Wasn't here, but it was just southwest of us in Colquitt County. We'll have all that. We'll also have birthdays and anniversaries at the top of the hour. Are you good on pop trivia?
I'm pretty good on pop.
Are
trivia.
you?
Yeah.
Good, because we suck.
we need somebody like that.
We're terrible. We don't have any clue about who played in what movie. I'm like,
Yeah, I got this.
because I don't
That's
watch
my
movies.
thing.
I've been to the movie theater twice in the last 12 years.
What?
I'm dead serious.
You haven't lived.
I don't do movies. I don't do
Have
850
you had
popcorn.
the popcorn there? That popcorn is like
It's-
life changing.
It is, and I remember with my mom, we'd go and just stop by the theater and pick up popcorn
Yeah.
and take it home.
Yeah.
It's like I'm gonna walk inside.
wanna
get-
watch the movie.
Yeah,
Just-
get the movie. I just want some butter
$20
popcorn.
bag of popcorn.
Which now I will say that they went to this deal where you buy the popcorn and you can go get a refill, and I mean that's legit if you got a whole bunch of people watching. But most of the time it's just like 2 or 3 people with me. So
Yeah. I could eat the whole thing.
I
by
don't think
myself,
that's
though.
legit.
you do the movies?
We go with, my 6-year-old daughter.
Yeah. Well,
I haven't seen an adult
that's-
movie in
yeah.
I don't know how long.
There you
That's
go.
me.
Okay, that works because I mean my daughter and my son and my wife usually goes with my mom. They're like the pack of 4 who go to the theater. But before I went and saw the last movie I went and saw, I actually went and saw a Nicholas Sparks book turned movie. I can't remember which
All
one
right.
it was. All right, that's legit.
Time for Dr. Phil.
That's it. But before that,
Kyle is in touch with his feminine side.
I watched The Bachelor. We're going to have to talk.
Do y'all go
Bachelor.
after yoga?
And yeah, I assume the Warrior
If we
Prince.
get him in yoga, he's in trouble.
No, it is over. I'll be Renaya Tuiasosopo, I think. But before that, the last movie that I watched was The Grinch. Now, how long ago is The Grinch? It's been like 2001 when that movie came out. That was the movie I saw last time before I saw
Wow.
Dear John or one of those Nicholas Sparks
You know what it was.
thrillers.
Who was the lead character?
Miley Cyrus.
On the man side, who was it?
Liam, I guess the guy she dated for a while.
Yeah, I
Liam
think they're getting married.
Hemsworth. Are they really?
Yeah, I think they're getting
Yeah.
married.
Well, that's good because
Pop trivia queen.
That's all I needed to know. Hey, my life is complete. Miley and Liam are getting the on-screen kiss I saw was legit. It was for real, and it's a match made in
Can sleep well.
purgatory, I guess. So 3821075 is our number. We're going to come back in just a minute, but first, Night Train. This is Jason Aldean. You're listening to Hometown Country 107.5 WTIF. 7:34 on this Wednesday morning. I have been enlightened by the last conversation off the air that David was. I was like a school kid just looking up at you like, ooh, that's very interesting what he's talking about. We were talking about diet and nutrition and stuff.
You never heard that?
No.
If you go in a grocery store, only shop around the edges. Don't go down the aisles.
Yeah.
Because it's
Well, I guess the fruit's on one side and the cheese and the milk's on the other
everything
side.
is fresh is around the outside, and it
Everything that's good is right in the middle.
Right in the middle.
isn't processed.
Aisle 6 and 7.
Now, there's a distinct difference between good and good for you.
Oh, okay. Well, that's interesting. I never knew. I just eat whatever is put in front of me, which
Well,
is
yeah.
usually a lot.
Well, yeah, I do too.
3821075 is our number. It is time for some local Southwest Georgia and especially some Tifton news right here on WTIF. And David, you're up first.
I'm up first. Well, we got a breaking news story out of Ocilla. A man was shot yesterday, and he was actually shot in his car. It's kind of an odd story, and hopefully more details will be coming around. But the Irwin County Sheriff's Office got a call and responded to Tiff Regional Medical Center, and we learned that a shooting had taken place in the city of Ocilla between 3:30 and 4 p.m. outside Bud's Game Room, which is at the corner of McKinley and Roosevelt in Ocilla. Are you familiar with Roosevelt?
I'm not.
Ocilla? Do you know where it is?
I'm
It's right there. It's just off of Highway 32.
Okay, yeah, I know where it's at.
But the Bud's Game Room was closed, it turns out. So apparently the man was sitting in his car, and someone walked up and shot him while he was in the car.
Wow.
And said the bullets passed through. The driver's name is, I'm trying to pull it out here, Adam Corey Santos. He's 24 years old. He's from Ocilla. And the bullet passed through his chest, went through the driver's seat, and they found it on the floorboard in the back seat of the car.
Wow.
And the shooting happened, like I said, in the middle of the afternoon. And Ocilla police are hoping that someone saw something because Mr. Santos at this point isn't talking. And
Probably
they're
won't
hoping that a neighbor, a witness, or somebody saw something and come forward and help out with the investigation. The owner of Bud's Game Room says it's unfortunate. She hates that happened outside her business, but it was actually closed, so the business was in no way involved. And police believe that the victim knows who the shooter is, but they don't have a name. And right now they're hoping for some help from the public. If you have any information that can help out, call Ocilla Police at 468-7494.
We'll get more information on that as it comes through to us.
A lot
Also,
of these kind of stories seems weird at the beginning because you don't, you just have minimal information.
right.
And then, like, in the next couple of days, we'll probably find out more information.
Yeah. Speaking of weird, the whole Alabama standoff situation was weird, and they're finally releasing details on what exactly happened in that bunker yesterday.
We talked about it yesterday, and just tried to break the story that it was over with. The little boy had been rescued, and he's apparently doing very well. His mother asked for privacy for the family, but he was back to his happy self,
right,
according to her last night. But it's new information has come out that the bomber, Jimmy Lee Dykes, and this is, if you haven't heard anything about this story, he had a bunker built into the ground, like a survivalist type tornado safe home.
Yeah.
And he had it stocked with food and all that kind of stuff. But he was one of these anti-government people. Had a lot of firearms. All the neighborhood says people said the neighborhood said he was crazy. He walked around his yard, the perimeter of his yard, with a gun and flashlight at times. And
wow.
He'd been known to. It came out that he had killed a neighbor's dog with a lead pipe. These kind of things. But it turns out that at the end of this event, that SWAT teams did actually kill him in a firefight. That when they rushed the bunker, as it was, that he was shooting out and they were shooting in, and they were able to kill him. But the little boy was came out of it safe and without being harmed. But it also turns out that he had explosive devices rigged, on the entranceway, and also in a air vent, that came up through the ground, that they were using this air vent to communicate with him.
That's right.
Back and forth. But the SWAT team, the police were able to, they figured out that these devices were there, and they were able to disarm them before they rushed in the bunker. Now, yesterday we said that the Leon Panetta, who's in charge of the FBI, had authorized, some sort of devices that are used in war zone type situations to be able to determine if there's explosives and to disarm them. So
yeah,
we could assume that was very helpful in the situation.
Obviously.
And they were able to take care of those things before they rushed in there. So
and happy birthday to that little boy too.
Yeah,
it's
right.
His birthday today, so
Birthday's
what better
today.
way to celebrate than with all of his family around him, and I'm sure many friends as well. So a good ending to a sad story. Of course, there was one life lost, the bus driver who was just recklessly and senselessly taken by this shooter, who just decided one day he had had enough, I guess.
Yeah, and the entire community is in mourning for the bus driver.
Right.
He was a well-loved, fellow throughout the town.
Yeah, and this is a town, 2,500 people, I guess, double the size of Omega. So, I mean, it kind of puts it in perspective there. So, glad that the little boy is okay, and hope he has a great birthday. He's going to be 6 today, right? 6 years old today.
That's right.
It's his 6th birthday, so happy birthday to him.
His first name is Ethan, and his boy's mother released a statement yesterday expressing her thanks for all the hard work of so many officers to bring her son home alive, and she asked for privacy for the family as they try to get their life back to normal. And she said he had his little Hot Wheels car with him when they brought him out. So
Awesome.
that was part of the story, is that they were able to get this little car that he loved
Right.
through that pipe down into the bunker. So
That's
he
great.
said he had it in his hand when he came out.
Awesome. Also, of course, yesterday they had a special election runoff for the southwest corner of the state. Bainbridge physician Dean Burke beat fellow Republican Mike Cowan of Coolidge. Burke finished with 58% of the vote, and Cowan, a minister from Coolidge, finished with 41.5%. As results were posted on the Georgia Secretary of State website. Cowan issued a concession on Facebook, and now we're issuing concession speeches on Facebook, which is a story in itself.
That's bizarre.
A quote, "I just called Dean Burke and wished him my best as your next state senator. The final results are not in, but they will be shortly, and we cannot win. I ran the race my way, and because of that, I can accept the final result." Burke also thanked supporters and declared victory on the social media website at about 9:20 p.m. He's an OBGYN in Bainbridge and has served on the city council there since 2007. He will take office during the current legislative session. He's
got to go right to work.
He does.
I saw that this morning as well. That,
Yep.
Did they swear him in yesterday?
I think they were going to today, but I don't know that for certain. So, it's very quickly. He's got to get right in and do some
it's
work.
already in session, so he'll have to head to Atlanta.
I think Cowan was probably the more notable, the name that people knew the most, because he had been known for nearly pulling the upset 2 years ago, now 3 years ago, of Democratic U.S. Representative Sanford Bishop running for that District 2 seat, I believe is what it is. He had previously served in the Georgia House. That district includes all of Colquitt, Decatur, Early, Grady, Miller, and Seminole counties, also a portion of Thomas and Mitchell County as well. So that is...
But now, Dina Burke, he advertised pretty heavily.
He did.
He had a lot of ads out there in a lot of different places.
Yes, he did. I saw him on
makes a big
several
difference.
places. So Dean Burke, the new state senator from the southwest Georgia area. Also, some arrests in Sylvester. They had a few drug busts. About 5 or 6 people were charged with possession of narcotics, including one who was served a warrant. Quintavious Hooks was served a warrant, was charged with possession of a firearm during the commission of a crime, possession of Schedule II narcotic, which was hydrocodone, with intent to distribute, and possession of marijuana with intent to distribute. Approximately 2 ounces of marijuana, a quantity of hydrocodone, 2 handguns, and $864 were recovered during the search warrant. And he will be wearing a new jumpsuit that the sheriff, new sheriff,
we're
has
hearing
implemented.
a lot about the Worth County Sheriff over there.
Yeah,
By the name of Jeff Hobby. He's changing things around. Apparently, he has a favorite color.
out with the orange.
Yeah, out with the orange, in with the pink.
That's right.
Is pink your favorite color?
I
Penelope?
like pink.
See, that wouldn't work for girls. What would they wear? I mean,
Blue, maybe? I
yeah,
don't
put
know.
them in.
I like blue, too.
Yeah. See,
Well, I
girls
heard
like
that
all colors.
the girls are putting in lime green.
I like lime
You know,
green.
kind of the color of your shirt.
Okay.
And
That-
then
It's trendy.
yeah.
the men, they're putting in pink.
Yeah.
I like
And they're
it.
painting the jail pink as well.
Well, one thing that's certain, when they play basketball, they won't have to, ball fake won't be as good as it used to be. It won't blend in with the jumpsuit like it used to. So pink, yeah, and there's a picture on worthittoyou.net of the new pink jumpsuits that the young men are wearing. And hopefully, I think there's more to
I
it than just
suspect
the,
there's more to this story than
probably
we know
so.
at this point. Whatever, there'll certainly be some updates coming.
That's right. We need
need
to
to
go try
Get
to
over there
that.
and get some footage of that pink jail.
Pink
and
is the new orange.
Yeah, because apparently he's doing the walls that way, right? I mean, it's what we're hearing.
That's what I hear.
We're hearing that he's painting the pink walls pink, which is a very soothing.
Right.
It makes you less aggressive,
Right.
which is the same tactics that are employed on a football locker room. And if you're the visiting team and you go into the locker room, a lot of them are painted pink. I think Wisconsin's
That's
is like that.
sweet.
They paint them pink because it's a calming influence on the
That
players.
sounds like a Fred Tucker
Fred Tucker special right there.
innovation.
Yeah, I'll show you some pictures. I think it's at Wisconsin that they have the pink visitors locker room. I have to look that up. So, also Tift County basketball last night. They won a pair of games over Crisp County. Girls won 47-37 in a game that was really closer than I thought it should have been for a while. The Crisp County girls were in it. It was around. It was about a 12-0 run at the end of the game that the girls went on. They win 47-37. They're 19-4 on the year. The boys also improved to 19-4 with a 75-55 win. DJ Bryant had 16. Brandon Green, the Kansas signee, had 14. Todrick Jackson had 12, and Ladarius Stewart had 10 in the win over the Crisp County Cougars. They'll be back in action this Friday night against the Colquitt County Packers. We'll have that game right here on WTIF and the Wiregrass channel. Plant TIFNet Cable Channel 3 at 6:55, 7 o'clock with the airtime. And, again, we'll have the full production crew for one final TV game, and that'll be a lot of fun on Friday. That is local Tifton news for the Wednesday. Today is February the 6th. I had to look down at my phone to see what day it was. It's pretty bad. It is National Signing Day, and we are aware of a couple of signings. Cook County has 1. Lowndes has 7 signing. I think Valdosta has around 3. If you know of anybody else that's signing, give us a call at 382-1075. You want to play a song for us, David?
Oh yeah, sure.
Play us a song on the way out of here on this
What you
7
wanna
o'clock
hear?
hour. Anything you want to play. You just surprise me. How about that?
Well, this will be a surprise.
All right, this will be a surprise. I'm waiting
All
on
right.
it. Of it, and you said there's speculation, so thank you for being the political.
Well, thank you for working on your pronunciations of unpronounceable names.
Yes,
That's 2
Kim
today
Dichie.
you've gotten correct.
If I said Kim Dichie to you, which you have no idea who Kim Dichie is,
No,
right?
I was just going to go along with it like I knew what you were talking about.
Okay, how do you think Kim Dichie would start? With a K, right?
Right,
It's not.
right.
It's Ndki. Yeah, it's weird. It's a different last name. It's an African last name, but I mean, his parents were from
Well, how if I was reading it, how would you
Senegal
say
or somewhere.
I always said
Like,
Nemeki.
if you didn't know that was his name, like, how would you
So it
pronounce
starts with an
it?
M.
I need to bring it up for you real quick. Yeah, would yeah? How
Say
would
the
you say?
N? Would you like sound the end out? Yeah.
You would
Well,
think
I
so.
did.
Yeah,
You
he
did?
did.
And nobody corrected me for a long time, so I thought I was right.
Ha ha.
That's okay. But yeah, he has signed. There are other announcements coming. We'll make those make you wear those as they come in from the different schools around different high schools around the South. So stay right here on WTIF. Did you watch The Bachelor last night, David? Did you watch it?
Unfortunately, I was forced to.
How about you?
I did. I'm gonna be honest with you. Last night was the first night I've watched The Bachelor this season,
Oh.
and probably ever.
Really?
Yeah. I just don't get into.
You're not a reality show fan?
I don't. I like educational shows,
What?
like Days of Our Lives and Honey Boo Boo, like
very,
quality television. You know?
very educational.
Right.
It's just good, wholesome family fun.
Right.
Have you ever had like a Honey Boo Boo marathon where you just sat around
You
and
know,
watched
it's like a
it
train
over
wreck.
and over?
It's like one of those shows you're like, this is so stupid. Hand me the remote, and then you just like turn it up. You know?
Yeah, that's one episode after the other.
like, you can't,
and
your
can
eyes
never,
are like this big.
like you can't tell where one ends and the next one begins.
Yeah.
Well, see,
It's
you're. I mean, you're watching a reality show, though. I mean, this is still a reality show, and just
Yeah.
as this one is.
Right.
So,
right.
to say you don't like reality shows would be a little bit of an over.
I like reality shows.
Okay, there you
Yeah,
go.
I like
because
reality shows.
because you and I'm guessing you're not. You're about my age. You're probably not much older than me. You like I'm sure grew up in the MTV, The Real World
Oh yeah.
era.
Right.
You know, when The Real World came on, I was watching
That
at
was
10
it, yeah.
o'clock. It was over. And I was going to watch the marathons. Talking about marathons, I would watch the Real World Marathon, especially Boston. That was the cool one.
Boston was good.
See, we're right here.
It must be the generational thing because I
Yeah.
can't.
It
You should
is.
check it out.
I absolutely can't stand
worth a
reality
Google.
shows.
It got all the way down to about Las Vegas, and I kind of got out of it about that time because it was getting a little bit raunchy on television. And
Raunchy.
you know, that was about the year 2000, 2002, somewhere in there. And I was
Yeah.
like, okay, it's time for me to grow up a
Yeah.
little bit. So, but The Real World was fun while it lasted. But
Is that when MTV actually played music videos still?
I don't really remember them ever playing music videos
I rarely, if on like
in the 80s, maybe.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, like Saturday mornings maybe.
See, I was in college.
Like
I was
6
in
o'clock in the morning, maybe.
I was in college when MTV came on the air originally, and they had about 4 videos and they played them just over and over and over
I want
again.
my
But
MTV.
it quickly became a
Video killed the
you know,
radio.
you had to be
Yeah,
you had to be
classic.
there to watch it. And I remember a guy, there was a friend of mine that we were at we were at a bar somewhere in Athens. I don't know what, it may have been Friday night, you know, and Michael Jackson's Thriller was going to debut at midnight, and he left. You know, he rode with somebody else, so somebody he kept asking everybody for a ride to get back to the fraternity house so he could see Michael Jackson's Thriller for the first time.
Right. So did he have on his little Don Johnson blazer with his T-shirt on?
No,
His teal T-shirt?
No, he was kind of a slob.
But
But he watched him some MTV now.
and I just don't remember that, much videos playing on MTV ever. I mean, I guess we kind of grew up in that generation as well,
Yeah.
where, you could turn it to VH1, which was played like the adult contemporary music.
Right.
So you get like the Celine Dion's and people like that, which was, I could deal with it every once in a while. And they would play music videos. And then, of course, they got bought out by, I think, Viacom, who owns MTV and owns CBS.
Yeah, it's all
And they
one
started
big-
doing
So
the
now-
same thing.
Yeah.
And so I said,
Like,
well,
yes.
country music, I could go to CMT. Well, CMT was the same way. And then CMT got bought out by Viacom, and they own all 3 now. So if you turn on CMT, VH1, or MTV at any time, you're going to watch Catfish, or you're going to watch
Great
pop-up videos, or you're going to watch like this variation of whatever else is hick out there that they're trying to do on CMT. They've got all these, Pimp My Ride, but it's
I
like the
know.
country edition or
Yeah.
something.
Pimp my truck.
Yeah.
Pimp my pickup.
They try to make us look bad in the South.
Exactly right. I really feel that way. So, yeah. So I don't watch MTV, VH1, or CMT much, unless I'm watching Catfish.
Yeah.
Now, I do watch Catfish.
That's a good one. I
That's
like
a
that
good
one.
show. So, and I do watch The Bachelor. So, I
where is
miss a lot of it.
Catfish?
Catfish is
Y'all
on
keep
MTV.
talking about it. I haven't seen it.
Catfish was started as a documentary about this guy who met somebody online, much like the Manti Te'o thing. Turns out it was actually like a dude or something.
Yeah.
And it was like a 2-hour documentary. So the creator of that, the 2 guys actually made a TV show and pitched it to MTV, and they picked it up. And so
Of course
now
they
it's
did.
like hour episodes of they find people around the country who have been wanting to meet that person online that they for some reason they they moved or they don't have a telephone, they can't talk to them on the telephone, for whatever reason won't meet them face to face, and they set up and arrange the meetings. And probably the most bizarre one I saw was when a guy thought he was talking to a transsexual woman, and it actually was another guy. It was just a regular old person. It was like, wow. There are people out there that they call them catfish because
and then
they
actually meet and find out it's a guy instead. And
right,
somebody gets going to get punched.
Right, you would think so, but
they're usually pretty cool.
They usually stay calm about
it.
Well,
there's a camera in their face.
Yeah, they have no. Yeah, they would look like the bad person, and they would look very bad if they were to punch a.
No, they couldn't look any worse.
But it's a very interesting show.
If Manti Te'o wants to get some credibility, he needs to find this guy that's,
just lay him out
and just lay him out. Then all the gay rumors will go away.
Right.
All that kind of stuff. Yeah, that's what you should do.
That's what you should do. That's how you'd handle it in Ashburn.
You fell asleep thinking you were talking to a girl and there was a guy on the other end. You need to whip his butt.
That's right. But yeah, so that's a good show. You ought to try to find it every once in a while. It's different. You'd have to watch it late at night. When your daughter was in bed.
No,
I mean,
I don't think so.
Just check it out sometime. I promise you.
I'm sick of reality. I mean, lie to me. Make up a story. Tell me something. What they call reality is not reality.
Sometimes I feel like The Bachelor is not reality.
Yeah, I wonder how much of it is really true.
The girl with hypothermia last night, the extraterrestrial.
That's not reality.
She's an actress.
She's just out of this world crazy.
You take normal people, and we forget because we're watching them walk around and everything. If you were there. You're a normal person doing what they normally do, only with like 6 cameras in your face the whole time. You're not going to be yourself.
Right.
You're going to play up to the cameras, and all this trash talking between the girls that goes on. And I don't know. I don't see.
Oh, no,
she's not here for the right reasons. She's got a boyfriend and all this kind of crap. It said they do it every season.
Yeah.
Over and over again. That ain't reality.
Yeah. And next week somebody's going to try to bust out on Tierra and say that she's not there for the right reasons and.
She is crazy. Girl had an oxygen tube in her nose last night.
She's going all out to try to win it. Hey, if she's acting, she's going
limping
a long
around.
way.
Just
Who's
limping
the
around.
one that cries all the time to get
That's her.
attention?
That's her.
Yeah.
That's her.
That's
Same
her.
one?
Yeah.
But I noticed she's still
crazy.
around.
Last
right?
night, you saw them, David. They did the polar bear plunge, I guess, in Canada or wherever they were at. They jumped in the water and jumped right back out in like the middle of December or whenever it was filmed.
They go to extreme lengths to get all of them in bikinis. I've noticed.
Right.
Yeah.
And here's my thing. It's like
in Canada.
They'll come pick him up like the guy will come pick the girl up for the date, and he'll be in like this Bentley or something. And it's like, oh, he came and picked me up. It's like ABC gave him that Bentley. He's not buying that Bentley on his own. Now he could, but for the most part, ABC is giving him the resources to woo these girls, so they're falling in love with based on false pretenses.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and he's falling in love based on false pretenses too.
True.
Because
Yeah. Okay. I didn't mean to rail on The Bachelor because it's my favorite show on TV right now. So, but anyway, I did watch it. Tierra is still on there. They're down to what, 6?
6 girls. Yeah.
6 girls now. It's getting down to the nitty gritty.
So
so exciting.
Did he get rid of the girl that was, missing a limb?
Yes.
Yes, he sent her home early, didn't he? Before the rose
did.
ceremony, he said she didn't deserve it.
I like her.
She was nice. Sarah was her
Sarah.
name. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
my prediction was accurate. Then
it was. Yeah.
He's gonna keep her around long enough so everybody doesn't think he's a jerk.
He let her go. Yeah.
Exactly. You're right. He did, and she's gone. And there's only like a couple on there that I really like. I like what's her name? Leslie, the blonde. That's the political consultant.
Yeah.
She's nice.
She's nice.
Who was the dyed blonde girl that said goodbye last night?
Oh, that was Daniela.
Yeah, she was kind of a train wreck, wasn't she?
Yes, she was.
She was upset.
She was making all these when she was waiting for that rose boy. She was making all these faces and just rolling her.
She didn't even tell him bye, did she?
What's
Did
wrong
she just
with her?
walk out of
The
there?
rose didn't come.
She looked
Like, holla, I'm out.
She looked like she ate something bad for supper. All these faces she was making.
Maybe she did. I don't know. But yeah, she's gone, and he cut another one too, and Sarah was gone, so down to 6. And like I said, I like Leslie. I like Desiree, the one with the bangs. She's nice. I like her too. So we'll see who he picks.
I hope he picks me.
You're gonna just bust up in there on the set one day. Hey, here I am.
Well, you wouldn't be the first one.
True. I'm here for you now. So take me home.
We're dating.
Just going down to St. Croix and wait for him.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where they're gonna be.
I'm gonna go after the show.
All right, we'll send you there.
Okay.
That's a pretty cool place, by the way.
Oh, cool. You been there before?
Yeah, I was stationed in the Navy. We went there on a boat.
So not as cool. It wasn't for enjoyment
Well, yeah.
purposes.
We had a day to play on the beach, though. That was
Good
all
to
right.
see. 3821075 is our number. We're going to come right back after this break, get you some birthdays and anniversaries. You're listening to Hometown Country, 107.5 WTIF.
WTIF FM.
Celebrity birthdays for today. Who would like to go first?
Let's let Penelope go first.
Our guest of honor.
You can choose
Princess
whatever
P.
you want.
Choose any of them?
Choose
Yeah,
anybody
choose.
you want and comment on
Doesn't have
about
to be in
what you
order.
remember the most about them.
All right, well, I'm going to comment on. Okay. I'm going to say Reagan.
Yeah?
Ronald Reagan.
Yeah, he's number 3 on our list.
He's number 3. Okay. You know.
Of course, he wore number 3. That was his baseball number 2, by the way. So I don't know if they did that on purpose.
How do you know that?
Babe Ruth is 3.
Babe Bruce was 3.
Yeah, but he's 2 on our list. Ronald Reagan is 3. And he was in acting back in the 50s. You ever seen a Ronald Reagan movie?
Yeah.
Was he a good actor?
Yeah, I'm old.
The
No, not
50s.
really.
Have you ever seen a.
No, I didn't mean to
You
say he
didn't
was
ask
alive
me.
in the 50s. But
I mean, he was a good actor as a president. I'm just joking. I like Ronald Reagan. I've heard that said many times.
right. I've never seen him in a movie. I have seen
He was kind of like,
bit pieces of stuff, but
you know, the.
Is he like the straight
as a
guy?
movie actor, he was kind of like the second level John Wayne,
gotcha.
you know, kind of thing.
So he would be like the Owen Wilsons of the world, or they're like the B-list actors. They're not the top of the top. They weren't on top of their game. Well, not the Tom Cruises or Robin Williams or people like that. They
Honey
were like
Boo Boo.
Yeah, I guess that's a good analogy.
she's like the F list, I think. So,
A lot of people might not agree with you, but
I didn't know. I was guessing, asking.
yeah, that's probably accurate. I think.
Okay. Let's
As
see.
a movie actor,
Okay.
but now as a president, I think he was an A-list.
A-list.
A-list actor, B-list
Most people
actor.
would agree with that, right? You agree with that?
I agree with that.
Okay. Let's see. I will go with Chris Humphries, 28 years old, professional basketball player for the New Jersey Nets. Now they're called the Brooklyn Nets. And he was married about as long as his age. He's 28 years old. He was married about 28 days to Kim Kardashian. So
Oh, is that the guy?
that's the guy. Yep. Chris
Oh.
Humphries is 28 today. Of course,
so what was wrong with him?
I don't know. But that marriage was annulled very quickly. And she immediately was with Kanye West, and now
I think
Having a
he-
baby, right?
having a baby.
I think he
Having a
was too
baby.
white.
It might have been. Could have been. Chris is 28. He's about 6'10" as well. I don't know if that played into
Wasn't tall enough?
any decisions. It might have been too tall. So it is his birthday today. All right, your turn, David.
Let's go with. Well, I know you want to do the baseball. You want to do the baseball?
I will.
You already mentioned Babe Ruth, so I'll go with Axl Rose,
Right.
lead singer of Guns N' Roses, is 50 today. In alcoholic years, he's probably 110. If you see these
Yeah.
photographs of how he looks today, you almost wouldn't know it was him.
So his liver's 110, and he's 51 or 50 today.
So he was. I saw recently where he was trying to make a comeback at some show, and I think it was in Las Vegas or somewhere. And all the critics said he just can't sing anymore.
Oh man. Oh gosh. It's too bad. Guns N' Roses, boy, they had it going on back in the 80s,
It
man.
was a short-lived band.
Yes, it was.
But yeah, they were really good.
P, you. What you got?
I get to pick the next one?
You get to pick the next one.
Okay.
Who do you like? Who sticks out to you on that list?
think on
There
here.
are a lot of big names on this list today. I didn't know
Yeah.
if you recognized.
I'm just going to go on back up here to the top because I don't know those. All right, Bob Marley.
Yep, Bob Marley.
He's number 1 on here.
He is, of course, passed away in 1981. Was born on this date in 1945. He was really the main reason why you hear reggae music in the United States. He kind of popularized it and brought it to our country. Of course, he's says that he was married and had 5 kids. So he was born on this date in 1945. I'll go with Tom Brokaw.
Now we got to pull up a Bob Marley song.
We will.
We have to play one.
We'll play one. Tom Brokaw is 73. He was the only news anchor I ever watched, just because we didn't have but 2 channels, and we didn't watch Dan Rather, or Peter Jennings on ABC, but we didn't have ABC back in the day where he had 2 rabbit ears. So
He's
it was
72.
Tom
wow.
Brokaw, yeah, Tom Brokaw, author, anchor of NBC News. He still contributes to the NBC news programs as well. So Tom Brokaw's birthday is on today. I used to do a Tom Brokaw impersonation, but I don't remember how it goes. So, next. I did.
Mike Farrell is 73 today.
Who that
He
guy?
was an actor known as B.J. Honeycutt in the TV series MASH.
Oh. Okay. Your turn.
My go?
Yeah.
All right, let's see.
Why don't
Let
you
me
take the
see.
history guy? You want to take the history guy?
History guy.
Yeah. Go back up.
Let's find him on here. Aaron Burr.
Oh.
I know nothing about him.
You don't know anything
so I'm
about
going
Aaron
to
Burr?
read. He's vice president, and he was killed in a duel.
Yes.
No, he did the killing.
He did the
He
killing.
did the killing in a duel
in a duel.
back in the day.
You didn't hear that story growing up in
I may
History
have.
class?
I was probably talking and missed it. I was probably in attention.
the most famous duel there ever was in the United States.
That's right.
Happened between Aaron Burr and Alexander Hamilton, who was one of the founding fathers of the country. In fact, he's on the $20 bill, right?
Yeah. 10?
No, he's on something.
Yeah, he's on
Got a
one of those. Yeah. I ain't got a 10, I can tell you that. Give
Well,
you a dollar bill.
He on a dollar bill?
He was known as the founder of the Treasury Department of the Treasury.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, he was
He's a murderer.
instrumental in structuring the monetary system in the United States.
He's from New
Challenge
Jersey.
you to a duel.
Anyway, he somehow or another, for some reason, he and Aaron Burr didn't like each other, and they actually
Yeah.
dueled it out with pistols, and Hamilton lost.
Hamilton lost. Let's see. I will go, and if you've heard this song right here, you know who I'm gonna mention. Are you ready?
Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you, never gonna make you cry, never gonna say goodbye, never gonna tell a lie. And
Hurt you. Yeah, that's Rick Astley. And if you've ever been Rickrolled, you click on a link and you think it's like this serious news story, and it comes up to this. That's called Rickrolled.
Yeah, that song's going to be stuck in my head all day now.
This song on YouTube has almost 60 million views.
That song?
Yes,
It's
because
the
of
same guy
the Rickroll phenomenon.
60 million times.
Yes. Rick Astley is 47 today, so I wanted to mention him.
I wondered who that guy was.
Yeah, that's his name.
What was his claim to fame?
Reached number 1 in more than 20 countries with that song. That's unbelievable.
Add it to my playlist.
But no
Yes.
country wants to be one in that top.
Yeah,
that list.
no, not in America. He didn't. Yes, he did. Who else you got?
We got Zsa Zsa Gabor.
Oh,
She
yeah.
is 95 years old,
Whoa.
and yes, she's still alive.
She slapped some people before, hasn't she?
Yeah, she's older than Betty White.
Yeah.
Really?
96 today. That's unbelievable.
That's how she stays young, is from slapping policemen.
I was not
That's
speeding.
all it takes.
Let's see. I'll go with Babe Ruth. Of course, the Sultan of SWAT, the great Bambino. Babe Ruth was born on this date in 1895, died in 1948. Most people think of throat cancer, I believe is what it was
That's
that
right.
got him. 1895. He hit 714 home runs in his storied career. He also was a great pitcher before he was a great hitter. Babe Ruth, born on this date in 1895. Anybody else on there?
That's all you got on Babe Ruth? Man, I thought you would just throw out
Well, he's tied with Hank Aaron.
long list of
Oh,
statistics.
you know, we talked about Hank Aaron yesterday having the
We did.
RBI
Isn't
lead.
it funny our birthdays are one day apart?
And one day apart. And Babe is right up there, top 2, top 3 on the list. They actually had the same number of runs scored. Babe Ruth and Hank Aaron scored the same number of runs in their careers.
Yeah,
so,
that's
very, very interesting stat there. Ruth, 714 home runs, still number 2 on my list. He's one of the best players ever. I
yeah,
mean,
it's such a great story. Also, being dropped off at a boys' home because he was so much trouble, and
yeah.
being raised by a priest there who had a love of baseball and taught him the game. I mean, it's just a great story.
Yep. Won some World Series as well, number 3.
And they said he was one heck of a pitcher now
Yeah, he was with the Red Sox.
for the Red Sox.
That's
yeah.
right. Anybody else worth mentioning on there? See
I
anybody
think
else?
that's good.
All right, that is a look at birthdays and anniversaries on WTIF. Let's go to the phone lines, 382-1075. Call us right back. I didn't get to you in time. 382-1075 is our number. One other guy that was on there that I thought was worth mentioning, Rip Torn. You ever heard of that guy?
He's an
He's,
actor.
He's an actor.
Character actor. Right?
Yeah, he played Zed. If you ever watched the Will Smith movie Men in Black, He was the bearded guy who was the big agent at the top of the Men in Black.
Oh yeah.
That's him. Rip Torn.
You think that's his real name?
It can't be. I wonder what his real
Screen
name
name.
is.
Let's
It's
find
got to
out.
be a screen name. Click on it and see
Good.
while we take this call. Good morning.
Good morning.
What's going
How are
on?
you?
I'm fine. You're live on WTIF.
Well, that's good. I'm glad. I'm hearing a major new air voice come on the air this morning.
I just picked up your voice, by the way.
Hey, Jimmy.
Hey, Penelope, how are you?
I'm good. You miss me?
Yeah, but I'm kind of excited. I like hearing new air voices.
We need to go on here together.
You know, the thing is, though, is you can't get too used to that because you got to teach out-of-shape men class.
Yeah. And when am I starting that? Next month?
I hope we can get it going this month because David and Kyle both need to be in there.
I know. I'm going to recruit them. It's Old Men Out of Shape. It's
Oh,
the
yeah.
name of the class.
Oh, really? Oh, that's
You
me.
two,
You're
I'm
gonna-
signing you up.
Jimmy's going to throw that out. When I've seen him walking around the Y ever since it opened, but I've never seen him in workout clothes yet.
Hey, it's exercise. It's a workout walking up and
Have you
around.
got him
that way.
Well-
in Zumba yet?
I haven't had time yet, but I have been on the app because every day that counts, doesn't it?
It does. It counts. I walk by there every day, so that pretty much counts as a workout.
Let me tell you now, Penelope's machine, she came in the other day and taught a cross-training class and then got on the treadmill and ran another 5 miles
Wow.
after teaching cross-training.
And then I went to Longhorn for lunch. Thank you, Jimmy.
But I just was going to tell you all, I was very much enjoying it this morning.
Well, thank you. Appreciate the phone
I-
call, my man.
I think we need to find a little airtime for Miss P.
We will.
I'm enjoying this.
We'll have
I
her
think
on
that-
Wednesdays and you on Fridays. How about that?
There you go. I think Miss P is a good air name too. That's
like it.
I agree.
All right.
Little P.
A little
Lil
P.
P.
We'll do it.
Lil P, that's a
Okay.
good one.
I'll see you after a while.
Okay.
See,
Bye.
we could call you Master P and you could
Master
rap.
P. Hey, and you know what? I'm really good at rapping. Y'all gonna laugh at my story, but I run a lot, and so on y'all ever seen Celebrity Fit Club talking about reality shows?
I've heard this
I've
story.
heard of
about
it.
Have you heard this story? Well, I'm gonna tell you again because you need to hear it.
But nobody else has.
Okay. So on Celebrity Fit Club, when they run, they make them rap like fast songs like Busta Rhymes or Twista, and it helps them with their breathing.
Right.
So when I'm running with my girls, I rap to them. And they act like they don't like it, but I know they do. They're probably jealous. I mean, I'm sure they're jealous. So that's my story.
So, yeah, and that is a hard thing to do because we used to do that. I used to do that because I like to sing. So we'd have to run for baseball or, we'd be running a mile and a half, and I'd be like, "You singing?" And that's one of the hardest things to do is be able to have
It
breath
is.
control while you sing and run. That's tough. I need to do that more
It's a
often.
gift,
Let-
and I have it.
Well, you should take yoga class.
You should take
to
the
teach you
old
how
man
to-
class,
How to
wasn't it?
breathe properly.
That's what I need to take.
Old men out of shape. That's where it's at.
I'm-
That's what we're going to do. We're going to
Do it.
run around and rap.
All right, that's what I'm going to do.
I think you should have a program called it Couch to Bed.
Yes.
That's going to be a hit.
It's a great program. Let's go to the phone lines. Good morning.
Good morning, guys.
Hey.
Hey, since you guys were talking about Babe Ruth, I can't remember who sings this song. Put me in, Coach. It's either Fogerty or Bob Seger.
That's
Yeah.
John Fogerty.
John- good song.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, I love it. I always got them mixed up, but y'all can play that. Hey, it's nice having the young girl added to the mix.
I'm telling
Well,
you.
thank you.
You're welcome.
We like new voices.
I know. Well, y'all do a great job.
Thanks.
Anyway.
Good to
You're
hear from you.
welcome.
Take care.
Thanks,
y'all
Nikki.
take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. 3821075 is our number. I feel like I need to take the old man I am out of shape class because we go do the basketball games, and sometimes there'll be a basketball down there, and I want to go shoot it, see if I still got it. I was playing horse the other day
That game?
and ran out of breath. I mean, we were not even playing like half court or 1-on-1 or 21. I mean, we were playing horse. You shoot it, I grab it, I shoot it, you grab it. And I was feeling like I was just out
No
of shape.
running involved.
No running involved. And I was like, oh, my legs were killing me the next day.
It's a workout.
It is.
Horse.
So
I wonder who invented that.
It just goes fast, Kyle.
it does. It's all downhill after 25. I can tell you that. It shouldn't be, though. 3821075
the
is our
fight.
number. So maybe that's my ticket. I need to just play basketball, get my lungs in shape, start off on half court, and then, maybe I can work up
Yeah.
and play some ball. Because softball, I mean, we play softball, I've been playing softball since I stopped playing baseball when I was 19.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I noticed you don't run too much.
but that's why I try to hit the home runs.
If the ball
So I
doesn't come
gotta
right
run.
at you, you just kind of stand there.
Why
Let it
run
roll.
when you can just hit it out of the park and just trot around the bases? But
Then you only have to run the first.
but it's like short bursts. I mean, you run the first real hard,
Right.
you run first to third real hard, or second to home, and then all of a sudden it's over. Then you're just sitting there for the next
Yeah.
15
Yeah,
minutes,
but
not doing
year,
anything.
Last year was the first time we played together last year, and that was the first time I had played in several years. And man, I was so disheartened because, the first 2 practices we had, the first couple of games, I was so sore just from playing softball. And that just makes you mad. You're not even really doing anything.
Right. That's right. And in the outfield it's a little easier because you have to run faster, longer distances. But at shortstop, like I played shortstop with you guys, you have to run every play. If it's hit to the outfield, you got to go cut it off. If it's hit the second baseman, you got to cover second. If it's hit the third, you got to back him up. So there's no way out.
So tough, isn't it? So inconvenient.
Yeah,
I mean-
I would probably be terrible at it.
I'd
For,
probably-
for one, I'm scared of the ball. Like I'm not open. But then I like distance running. Like I'd rather run really slow for a long way
Right.
than try and run really fast and dodge a ball.
So how long do you? What's your most mileage that you run? You do a full marathon?
Yeah,
26.2.
26.2.
What? You got the
The
tattoo to
point
prove
two.
it?
Don't you leave off that point two. We have a marathon actually in like 2 weeks
Yep.
in Jacksonville.
One in Jacksonville.
You
The
running the-
Donna the breast cancer marathon.
Doing the full one?
The full marathon.
my
yes.
gosh. Yeah, you-
Everybody pray for me.
More brave than I.
Yeah, that's the one Ginger's doing, but she does the half.
doing the half.
She's not interested.
13.1 divided
Yeah,
by
she's
2.
only half crazy.
Yeah.
Let's go back to the phone line.
13.1 on the back windshield of her car.
Good morning.
That's what I was fixing to say. I'm only half crazy.
Yeah,
Hey,
see?
girl.
Hey, have they asked you to see your feet yet? Because they talk about my feet all the time.
No, I hope they don't ask me to see my feet.
We're
Are they bad?
breaking her in easy.
I might not have all of my toenails.
See? I told
She
you.
Sometimes
wouldn't
I
come
paint my
back.
toe.
So you just paint the toe?
I just paint the toe. I get a little Lee press on and stick it on there. It's cute. You running this morning?
Yep, we're fixing to, yep.
All right, I'm jealous.
How long you going today?
I'm not sure. Probably about 9, I think.
Oh, my gosh.
Ew.
I couldn't go 9/10 of a mile right now.
Well, let me hear you get your rap on while you're running.
You need, yeah.
Yeah, that's funny. When I ran with Penelope, and she just goes to singing, just busting out singing, and I'm like over there about to die, trying to catch my breath, and she's over there just rapping and singing. And so then one day we were running, and she said, "Okay, everybody's gonna sing their song on their iPod." Well, I don't know the words to the songs like she does. She knows every word to every song.
Because I'm cool like that.
See,
And I'm like, Penelope, help me.
that's when you just make up something. You just
You
like
just
hum
make it up.
You just
Yeah.
go,
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, it's like-
that.
You don't know all the words, but that 15 seconds that you do know, like you own it, Ginger.
And then one day she just broke out and started dancing in the middle of the street to, I don't know what.
It was
Beatles or
Thriller. It was Thriller. Speaking of music
I was
videos,
wondering
that's
if-
probably
yeah,
the one music video I did see on MTV. Is Thriller.
Yeah, me too.
Y'all are too young now. See, I remember Cyndi Lauper on the MTV. And,
I don't.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all don't remember seeing all the videos.
I don't. I'll be honest with you. I just
Oh,
don't.
my goodness. Well, see, that makes me feel old.
You are not
Makes
old.
David
You're
feel
not old.
older.
Yeah, I remember the MTV controversy that they didn't play any black artists. It was only
Right.
white people.
That's right.
And then they
Yeah.
started throwing Prince in there, and everybody said, "Well, he's just kind of a mix, you know. You don't count."
Wasn't good enough.
And they had Prince and Michael Jackson. Those were the only ones, you know.
Wow.
Yeah.
Initially.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yep.
Awesome. Well, be careful on your run this morning. Watch out for traffic. Watch out for crazy folks on the road. Stay safe on your 9-mile journey.
All right.
I miss you.
I miss you too. Dion just pulled up and started waving because I guess she heard us on the radio. So.
See ya.
All right, y'all have a good
All right,
day.
be
You too.
careful.
Bye.
3821075 is our number. We got to come back after
We got to
this.
do a little Bob Marley here.
Yeah,
That's
Bob
his
Marley.
birthday.
Let's
You
kick
ready?
it.
Let's
You
roll
ready?
out with that.
It's his birthday. It's like what?
A Friday song.
Definitely. That's Taylor Made. That's what life is on Hometown Country 107.5 WTIF. Played a little Bob Marley earlier. That was nice.
That's a nice song, wasn't it?
His birthday, of course, was celebrated on this date. There was a lot of good ones on the list today.
We need to play one Bob Marley every Friday.
That would be nice.
That's just like a Friday song. Puts you in the mood.
It gets you in the mood for the weekend. Gets you in the mood to run. Okay, maybe not.
Maybe not.
You run to Bob Marley?
Like in slow mo, like Baywatch running. Like how they run down the beat. I try to do that. Like if I see like some cute guy or something running down the road,
Yeah.
like I'll try and run like real cute, and then he passes and I'm like gasping for air.
You throw your shoulders around.
Yeah, put a little hip into
How do
it.
you run cute?
You got to put your hip into it.
So you got to add more
There's a
hip.
way.
Swing your hair like this.
Add more hip. Add more shoulder turns.
I'm not that great at it because
You're a work in
usually the
progress.
guy like gets on the other side of the road and then finishes running. So
or you trip over the rock.
yeah, or I like face plant into the sidewalk.
Because when I'm running, all I'm thinking about is, making it to the next street or, not falling out in public where they can see you. There's no thought about, I need to look cute for
That's
this
why you
girl
run in the
that's coming
country.
by, or-
Run away from civilization, so nobody will see you face plant
Yeah.
or gasp for
well,
air.
you see, I always run with my friend. Like, there's a group of us girls with Ginger. Ginger see me face plant on 8th Street. She felt bad for me, and my best friend was like, ha, 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 ha. So she's not my best friend anymore.
So how did you do that?
Well, sometimes you can't
kind
help
of
but
like
laugh
it was
at
like I fell in slow motion. Like I was talking, so it was their fault because they talked to me first.
Right.
And then like my foot got caught, and I don't know, it took me like 10 minutes to hit the pavement. And I kind of wanted to curl up and die and like just cry from like pure pain and
Sure.
embarrassment, but
You couldn't get
luckily
your
my
hands to
best
move.
friend was making fun of me, and I was bleeding, and it was just a terrible day.
And then
But-
put you in a shopping cart and push you to the hospital.
No, I had to get up and finish the run. They were like, "Get up, you're messing our run up."
Everybody's running in place
That's what
while
friends
you're
are
crying.
for, right? Yeah.
Like, come on, I don't want to get cold.
Don't be such a baby.
Which I need to give a shout out to my best friend Angel. I told her I would, and she's probably sitting at home with her head in her hands, staring at the radio because she misses me. She can't function.
She's
without
not
me.
running today.
She's not running today. She did CrossFit this morning, I think. She said she did. She
I think
probably
it's
just
the
goes.
First
to
time I've ever
socialize.
seen you without Angel.
I know we're joined at the hip usually, and I kind of miss her right now.
Angel's
It's like she's your posse.
She is.
Angel's
She's
son
my
and my
sidekick.
daughter are like real cool friends. They're like in the same class
Yeah,
and stuff. So
Tyler.
yeah,
He's the man.
yep. Tyler and my daughter are like that. They're
Uh-oh.
cool.
Hey.
On a friend.
I'm gonna ask him
Watch
about
out.
her. I'm like,
Ask
oh,
him about her. Ask him
Tyler,
about little Miss
ask about his
Kylie.
girlfriend.
All right now. It is 8:46 on this Wednesday morning. We are right here on WTIF. Got the new voice in with us on. When you gonna come back? That's what I want to know.
Well, if Ginger's gonna be here, I'm gonna come back tomorrow.
Come back tomorrow.
Okay, you're gonna come back tomorrow.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh! I mean,
I
that's
got
just,
this.
you got
Get
it.
this party
One
started.
time, you're a pro. I mean, you got Fitness Pro in your shirt, but you might as well just change that to Radio Pro.
I know. I'm
not
gonna be
that
a
hard,
Sharpie.
is it?
You guys got a Sharpie?
Then. We'll just mark it out right here and put Radio Pro down there.
But we forgot to tell you that, we're on TV.
Yeah, I was unaware that I was gonna be on TV, so maybe nobody can see me on here. Yeah, can y'all like edit this? And the camera adds a couple 100 pounds to me, so
Couple hundred.
a couple 100 pounds. I'm looking at it up there, and I'm like,
Yeah. Yeah.
is that me?
Does that look like me?
I did have
No.
someone yesterday tell me that they saw us on the Wiregrass channel in the morning and that we needed to get a makeup artist in
Yeah, we shine.
Yeah.
to make us
Am I
look,
shining
like
No,
Tom,
you're not shining.
like Tom Brokaw,
Yeah.
real dark everywhere except around the eyes.
Yeah, you're not shining. We're shining. We're the ones that are being. We don't wear makeup on a regular basis. So
Liars.
Did you hear that? On a regular basis?
on a regular on Wednesdays.
have you worn makeup? Yes or no?
No.
You're smiling.
Really?
No.
You're smiling.
Say that with confidence.
Well, okay. There
You
was,
hesitated.
There was this one time.
Okay.
I knew it.
this
Busted.
one time at band camp?
busted.
Come on with it. Out with it.
I did one of those, male beauty contests
Right.
in Ashburn one time and had to dress up like a woman.
I have done that.
That was the
mine-
only time.
Wow.
Mine was in high school. We had a male beauty review at high school, and I dressed like Jennifer Lopez.
Hey.
I stuffed my backside with like pillow, like the stuff that you put in pillows.
Yeah,
like
I mean,
cotton
who
stuff.
hasn't done that?
Yeah.
Is there any other way to dress like Jennifer Lopez?
Oh. But I had like the whole, remember Selena, the movie when she played Selena?
Yeah.
And I had like the red hot pants because my cousin was a dancer. So she had the red hot pants, like the, ballet type dancing, but it was actually hip hop that she was in.
And pillowcases.
Yes. So I had a whole bunch
Is
of
that
pillowcases.
legal? Can you do that?
I did. I did that night. I didn't win, but it was sure
how
fun.
many times have you
Should've
done it?
won.
Just, you talking about dressing up like a woman?
Yeah.
Just once.
Good.
Just once.
You can only do that one time.
Just one
Just
time.
one time?
The pictures still exist, and I'll tell you this:
I wish
was
we
the
had a picture.
I was
Because they
the
started
prettiest
calling me
dude
every
ever.
year to do it. Do it next year, and you can only do that one time.
Yeah, I've only
You do it more than once, and people think you like it.
My
You must have been really good at it if they called you back.
Hook you up with Manti Te'o.
I won.
Yeah.
We're gonna see you on Battlefield.
Renaya waits. If he's probably available for a male beauty review. But I've only done that one time. That's the only time. One of the only times I've ever worn makeup.
I
Hey, here's a
see.
story on the Chris guy and who's he married to?
Chris?
Kim Kardashian.
Oh yeah, Chris
They were
Humphries.
married for like a week.
Yeah, it was his birthday today. Yeah, how many days were they married? It was like 50 days. Seriously. It was less than 2 months.
They're not divorced yet.
Apparently, they're not divorced.
What?
That's what this is. Read it, P.
Come on, that's
Is
crazy.
that all what it says?
Yeah. Kim's baby is no reason to rush divorce.
Oh, wow.
There's more to this story.
Oh, my
Yes.
gosh. That is absolutely
It's
crazy.
Like a soap opera.
That is crazy. Let's go to the phone lines. Good morning.
Kyle, I bet you were beautiful, J-Lo.
I was a beautiful J-Lo. I look so good. And the pictures are there, but I think they have hopefully ceased to exist anymore.
Well, I'm gonna tell you something. People always have given her a bad rap, but I've always liked J-Lo. But you're right. To get that backside, you got to be born with that.
Yeah, I wasn't born with it, but I've acquired it over the last 5 years or so.
No, you can get implants.
That's true.
Squats.
I know, but listen, can I tell you something? Who in their right mind? This is two things I don't understand. I can understand a woman wants to be top heavy. Yes, go and get surgery for that. But for a big rear end and them big old God-forsaken lips, Lord help them. If
Yeah.
you're born with it, it's okay. Otherwise, why would you own it?
I've seen dudes that are unhappy with their chicken legs get calf implants. I have seen that.
Oh, my goodness. I guess you get implants in just about anything.
You can. You certainly can. I think that's accurate.
I know. Well, listen, y'all have a great day. I got to get to class.
See you. Have fun.
Bye.
Everybody, thanks. Bye-bye.
3821075 is our number. Call us if you got something on your mind. Yeah, calf implants, booty cheek implants, regular lip collagen implants.
I've seen that
On
on MTV
MTV.
with every other reality show that comes on MTV, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
True life.
The thing
True
is
life.
with
That's it.
with
That's
women
exactly
that
it.
like to get their lips done is they don't know when to quit.
Yeah,
That's
they're like,
true.
Did you notice that?
Yeah,
It just
Angelina.
keep getting bigger and bigger, and
Kiss me, baby.
then if they are runners, it kind of flaps in the wind when they run.
Right. Well, I can tell you an easy way to gain lips. Get braces. Because I had them, and now I feel like my lips are like Angelina's sometimes because.
Wouldn't it be cheaper to just get lips?
Yeah, probably. No, you're probably right. This was like 15 years ago when I had braces when it was cheaper.
Yeah.
I hear it's like $10,000
Yeah,
now.
it's outrageous.
outrageously crazy, but yeah. So yeah, go get lips.
Yeah,
you want
you
them?
talking about the price of braces?
Yes.
Yeah. If my daughter needs braces, we're going to move to England
I'm telling you, it is
because everybody's got bad teeth there.
Yeah.
just fit
It's
right
like
in.
trendy. Yeah.
Nice gap there you got. Oh yeah, I worked on it all my life.
You know what's great? I guess they do this. They can like suck fat from other places and like inject it into my lip. Like I would have enormous lips if they could do that
Right. They take it out of your backside.
Where would they get the
but-
fat?
from my J-Lo booty.
From the jelly.
I myself dress like J-Lo on a daily basis.
Yeah, I'm just missing the $40 million that comes with
Yeah,
it.
that would be nice. That would be nice.
Well, guys, we're going to let you guys get out of here. Appreciate you stopping by, and I guess we'll see you tomorrow.
All right, we
Looking
had a good
forward to
time.
it. Had a good time?
Appreciate it. Thanks
Had
for
fun
having
on your
me.
first time?
I had a wonderful time.
Good. We'll
Thank
have you
for
back.
coming there,
Thank
Little
you,
P.
guys.
That's what we're calling you,
Little
Little
P.
P.
Little P. Let's see. We're going to grade her. See, I'll give her a B- on the first day. So that, work up from there. You don't
Yeah.
want to have an A
You wanna have
I'm
first.
going to
goal.
practice. I'm
You
going to
gotta
go.
go.
You gotta have a goal, an
practice. Yeah.
obtainable goal. Right, I'm at a
It's good
C
to have
plus right
goals.
now myself, so you're better than I. So appreciate it. Talk to you guys tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thank
All right, we'll be back right after this. You're listening to WTIF.